What's going on, guys? And we back at it with another banger. So today we're going to be going over a stock that you should be getting in on right now. So this stock we're talking about is CMG, Chipotle Management Group. So the reason I like Chipotle right now is literally sitting at a key level. It's sitting at prior resistance. So as you know, if you follow me in any of my videos, one strategy and one thing that we know is prior resistance always becomes support. So when a stock breaks past its previous resistance, that previous resistance becomes the support, and support is nothing but the floor. So right now, Chipotle is sitting at $39.63. So at the time it's recording, it's at $39.63. So when we get into it, I'm gonna show you all the contracts I'm looking at and the stuff that I post in my Discord to let everybody know what I'm in on. So we're gonna get into the technicals in a minute. And another thing I want to go over today is the overall market. So the overall market right now, since it reached all-time highs, it started consolidating. So if you don't follow the market, you never follow the market. Anytime a stock reaches an all-time high or an all-time low and it starts consolidating, that's letting me know, based on previous experiences, that it's getting ready to make another move down. So right now we got the SPY. So the SPY finished up today at 648.83. Right now it's up to 650 in $9, 649.30 exactly in $9. But one thing I'm looking at is on the top of the chart, the candlesticks, they're getting smaller and smaller. So that's letting me know that that's less volume, and it's consolidating. And what do we know what smart money does? All-time highs in the month of September. So guys, check this out. This is how the stock market works in cycles. The beginning of the year, January, February, March, the market normally has a slight uptrend. And then April, May, it starts going down. June, July, especially the tech sector, the stocks normally rally towards all-time highs. And then after July, August, September are normally the most down months of the year. Because why? It's the end of the fiscal year. Stocks already reached all-time highs. So what do people do? What do you do? So check this out. If you bought a stock in May for $100 and you bought a call option, or if you bought shares and in July, August, it reached all-time highs, what are you going to do? Answer that for yourself, and then that'll tell you what smart money does. And that's why the overall trend in August and September in the market is down, because people are taking their profits and they're getting ready to ramp it back up towards the end of October, and then into November, into December, the Christmas rally. So that's the cycle, that's how it works, guys. So like I said, I'm gonna break down the charts of Chipotle and show y'all exactly why we're looking at it. And I'm gonna give y'all one more hot stock that you should be in on. Okay, so guys, so we got Chipotle CMG, Chipotle Mexican Grill, pulled up on the daily chart. So we're gonna draw a nice trend line for you guys to show you the previous resistance. So take a look. So if you look here, and we're gonna zoom into it even more so you can see. So let's go back. So if you take a look here, you'll see the previous resistance is at that $39 level. You can see even here. Now you can look at it right now. It's still sitting at that prior resistance. So what do we know? Prior resistance always becomes support. So at this $39 level, so between $38 and $39, guys, that's going to be the floor, aka support for Chipotle Management Group. So what we're looking for a bounce. And also another thing that they have coming, which I think is going to boost their stock even more, is they have earnings. So they have earnings Wednesday, October 29th. And this is a strategy that I do, and the same thing that the hedge funds and the Wall Streets and all the big people do. A stock that's going to be earnings more than likely, and a good company that's ran with a good CEO and good management. About a month before the stock reports earnings, you will see a slight uptrend in that stock. And if you don't believe me, let's go back in history to all the top 7. So in the market, they have this thing called the Mag 7, so the top 7 companies. And we're gonna do a quick analysis on the past 3 earnings of the top companies. So let's go into the first one, Apple. Now let's look into their last earnings. And we're gonna do a month out from their reporting date. So let's go back to Apple's previous earnings. All right, so boom. So let's look back in November. So they reported earnings October 31st, 2024. So let's go a month out. So a month out, Apple, before they reported earnings, Apple was sitting at the low $227.30. Now let's see how high it went before it reported earnings. So it got as high as $236.85. That's almost a $9 price swing in less than a couple weeks, because on top companies, they always buy leading up until the earnings. And normally on the earnings, they normally drop it so they can get in. And guess what? Buy it, run it up again. Now, we checked out Apple. Now, let's look at NVIDIA. Okay, so let's look at NVIDIA. So what do we have? Wednesday, November 24th, Wednesday, November 20th, 2024. Now let's go about a month out. So that'll be October 24th. Okay, boom. So around October 24th. All right, boom, exactly a month out. So it went as low as $138.46. Now let's see how high it went before earnings. So before earnings, it went as high as $147.13. Guys, that's another $11 price swing in less than a month. So that's less than 3 weeks. So on your option, you doubled or tripled or quadrupled your money. But let's keep going. So let's look at another top company. Let's look at another one of the top 7 companies. Let's look at Microsoft. Let's get into it. Let's look at another one. Let's look back in this. So this one, they reported earnings Tuesday, January 30th, 2024. So let's look at what it did about a month. So that would be around December 30th. So December 30th. All right, so the low for Microsoft a month before they reported earnings, $373.48. So that's the low. So if you would have got in exactly a month before they reported earnings, which we're getting in way earlier with Chipotle. So let's get into it right before their earnings. So a day right before their earnings, they went as high as $409.98, guys. Guys, that's almost a $40 price swing in less than a month. So I'm telling you all, on great companies before earnings, it's always a good time to get in about a month before they report earnings, so you can capitalize and ride the wave up with the hedge funds and the smart money. So guys, that's all we have for you. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Have a blessed day. Thank you.